All right, motherfuck faces. Y'all know exactly what fucking time it is. Oh, yeah. It's time for Validation Boy live stream. November 27th, 2017. All right, guys. As per tradition, let's get it over with. In the first five in the live chat tonight. In at number one of my most celebrated and anticipated guests from the past. They Lie, Ohio. Subscribe. In at number two, a staple here in Validation Boy Livestream. One, Mr. OJ McBaggins, who says titty sprinkles. In at number three, we had... And at number three, we had none other than Flat Earth Bastard. Flat Earth Bastard. And at number three. And then at number four. And at number five. Two of my loyal female viewers. Participants in the No Wrench live chat. The original No Wrench live chat in Flat Earth. And at number four, we have Emma Leishman. Honored to have you. And in at number five, we have Twitwit. My lips are getting dry there. Sorry. All right. Okay. So, you know, Validation Boy live stream is very, very laid back, very, very laid back kind of environment. You know, it really is. As I was saying in the chat earlier, you know, before it actually went live, sometimes, some nights, Validation Boy live stream, you know, it's always loosely Flat Earth related. It's definitely always Flat Earth community related. That's for sure. That's one thing I always can guarantee that this show will be about, or have a large part of its content be about. But, you know, sometimes the subject is not really Flat Earth in the Flat Earth. It's just the Flat Earth community and behaviors thereof. So I was saying, like, you know, sometimes it's like I'm a bear shit in the woods. You know I exist, but sometimes people just don't want to seek me out. They don't want to verify my existence, but here I am. I'm like a tree falling in the woods. Even better, right? Even better. If you really look, if you really go to find it, you can hear it if you wait for it. All right. So I feel like tonight I'm going to be talking about something that a lot of people are telling me not to talk about. Something that people keep telling me to leave alone. Something that really is an ugly truth, if you will. And I see that ugly truth creeping its way into the Flat Earth YouTube scene. Okay? You know, maybe we should stop calling it a community. Maybe we should just call it the Flat Earth YouTube scene. Right? And there's different people in it, and some are more popular than others, right? Some by nefarious means, some by organic means, some by a mixture of both, right? But maybe we should just call it the Flat Earth YouTube scene from now on. I don't know. I always have an aversion since about a year and a half ago of calling this thing a community. But anyways, talking about stuff tonight that, you know, believe it or not, there are a lot of people out here that do want me to talk about this too. It's gonna be a very fun subject for me to cover. Okay, it's almost like I know nobody gives a shit, you know, but it's my channel and I'm gonna cover what I want to cover. I think this is something that's very interesting. I think it's something that needs to be addressed, and I have a lot of fun doing it. Okay, first off though, I want to tell you guys about this movie that I sat through. I rented a movie from Redbox called The Circle. Tom Hanks in it, and Hermione from fucking Harry Potter, you know, from Harry Potter. And Hermione is some kind of, like, you know, woman working in a call center, like as a temp job. And then her friend calls her and gets her a job basically at the Apple headquarters, you know, And I hear that Apple, the day after this film's release or something, Apple opened their Apple Village or whatever the hell it's called, something like that. I haven't even looked at it or seen pictures of it or researched it or anything yet, but obviously it's going to be a hub where Apple, tries to basically create what this movie, The Circle, is talking about. And spoilers ahead, in The Circle, basically it's social networking gone wild, and every single thing is connected, and it's basically everything that humans could be to transhumanize themselves through social media, short of actually putting the RFID chip in their skull. Basically, that's what the movie's about. And then as the movie rolls along, all kinds of huge hurdles are jumped in her life because of the convenience of being involved in The Circle and everyone being socially networked together. But then bad things start to happen because of that very same circle. And it gets so bad that, well, really, really tragic shit happens. And in the end, she gets her revenge on the guys. And myself, okay, this movie is going to be such crap. It's going to be propaganda for government control, for social networking, for the beast system, for all those things. Oh, come on, buddy. But halfway through, I thought to myself, well, me and my mom were sitting there like, oh, maybe it won't be that. Maybe it'll have some kind of message. But of course, it's a fucking Hollywood movie. So of course, you don't get the good payoff. You don't get a good moral of the story at the end of the movie. What happens is that she gets her revenge on these evil guys who basically are tyrants, and they want to have access to all information everywhere because they have little cameras they put everywhere, all over the world. So they literally can see everything. They're one step below God. Okay, these guys that head up The Circle. And she takes them down in the end of the movie, but because she takes them down by making them go transparent in public and puts a camera on their every action. Because the whole time these guys proselytize to the world that, oh, if everyone could be accountable and everyone could see everybody and there was no privacy at all, then, politicians couldn't be corrupt anymore. XYZ bad things could never happen again. 99% prevention of all bad things, basically, thanks to The Circle and collectivism. Okay. And it made me think about the fact that, like, there's this whole male and female aspect to collectivism, and in this movie, The Circle too, because the male character that's supposed to be kind of her love interest, kind of not, he represents independence and not being on the grid, not having Facebook and all the social media, not being connected to anything, not being connected to The Circle especially. And he takes like deer antlers from carcasses and uses them to make like housewares and art and clocks and stuff like that. And he represents basically your hardcore anti-system hermit, rugged individualist, extreme individualist. He ends up, because The Circle gets misused and they basically bully the guy, and he gets killed in front of the whole world. So, but the payoff in the end is that not only does she take him down, right, which is great, but instead of actually shutting down the system that they built, they just improve upon it and fixed a couple of little bugs. And that's the payoff at the end of the movie. It's totally fucking disgusting. It's pro-system propaganda at its fucking worst. It's just right up in your face. And so many stupid fucks in this world are going to watch that movie and not even realize that that's the message that they've been sent. And they're going to walk away from the movie thinking that they're smarter, or that they are thinking about new things that they never thought of before. And it all just goes down to collectivist control. And the kicker in it all is that the protagonist, female, who in the beginning of the movie joins The Circle like a blind sheep. Okay? Women are programmed to conform. It might be a biological thing. Collectivism itself, those thought patterns might be a biological predisposition. So women are collectivists. Women like to conform to each other, like I was saying before. They like to look like each other. That's why certain girls have this look or that look, or she's one of those girls with, tattoos all over and piercings and, green hair, purple hair, blue hair. Each one of those girls like that thinks that they're unique, but they're just conforming to a style. They're just, they're an archetype. Okay. And men follow archetypes too, but with women, it's paramount to their existence. Paramount to their existence. You can't find a modern American woman who is not concerned with, at bare minimum, her hair and face and what it looks like when she's going out into the world. It's a big fucking deal to them. Okay. It's about conformity. It could be argued that this is part of a biological predisposition, because it's about hoarding and nesting and distributing resources to offspring, expecting those resources to come in from the so-called patrix. As some people like to call it. But the movie ends up, the patrix, right, as some people like to call it. Well, in reality, what we're living in is a hidden gynocracy. Okay? And it's kind of like whatever. It doesn't really matter. Social orders have had different appearances on their face throughout history. The ones that always build up to be the biggest and end up crumbling are the gynocentric civilizations. Rome. Places where vanity, lust, beauty are the things that are most admired and most sought after, most paid attention to. That's what the West has become now. The hidden gynocracy works because of male biological predispositions. Sex. Women always, I don't know if it's genetic, I don't know if it's taught to women through culture, but sex is a resource, and women basically are trying to use it as something that can be doled out as a reward when you are what MARMAR Queen would call a functional male. In other words, a fucking mangina cuck, a blue-pilled fucking servant, houseboy, if you will. Okay, but we'll get into that in a minute. Society is set up this way. It's a hidden thing, okay? It's kind of more of an unspoken thing, okay? Like a YouTube content creator was saying, I talked about this before. The upstairs in the old slave plantations in the South were reserved for the ladies. It was the ladies' quarters first and foremost. So all the bedrooms, all the closets, the bathrooms, the restrooms, all the nice stuff. Everything was upstairs. And it was to protect essentially the queen of the household. And humans, I guess, are like insects in this way, that there's a queen. But the only reason that humans are willing to play this, maybe the reason men are willing to play this game where women are secretly the queen, is because in the end, without the man granting the woman that queen status, she'd never have it. So it's really just a testament to man's power that we choose to place basically helpless children as our secret leaders, secret hierarchy that exists. I'm speaking in broad terms because everyone has different situations, especially in the West, where the main breadwinners are not necessarily always the male, things like that, or the male has previous children, or the female has previous children. So the financial situations can be varying numbers, degrees, crazy situations, you know. But generally, and the way civilization has rolled on, and at least America has rolled on for the last couple hundred years, I guess, is traditionalism in marriage and the golden vagina and the worship thereof, and men basically willingly becoming servants. But the thing is, men know, and men need to feel useful, and men get bored, so they always want to just do stuff. That's a male predisposition. It's genetic. It's God. I don't know what it is, but it happens. It's natural. So men work, provide everything. Generally, this is generally the rule. So in the end, what we have is a hidden gynocracy, and any kind of patrix that's ever existed has merely existed to make life easier for the matrix, which includes all of us, because the feminist mindset is that of collectivism, because strength in numbers. I guess it's only natural. Can't be too angry at women, but the thing is that radical feminism has crept in. Okay. In the movie, I forgot to mention this before. In the movie, the protagonist, okay, like I was saying, she gets involved because she's a collectivist, which is, I guess, why I just went on that whole 5-10 minute rant. And then in the middle, everything bad happens. In the end, she gets her revenge against the two male heads of the thing. Two of them, like two nuts. And then she takes over. But now all the bugs are fixed. So her big matrix, okay, literal matrix, is the big happy ending payoff of the movie. And people out there want to tell me that we're not living in a hidden gynocracy. That's because most of you people out there, including most of you men out there, are complete fucktards, morons that do not understand the dynamics of Western society and why you live unsatisfying lives and why you struggle to find people to join with. You struggle to find a quality person that you can choose to stay loyal to and be with. Most of you. Because you suck at life. Because you don't even understand the matrix. A lot of it's men's fault. A lot of women do know about this and build their entire lives around this. Unfortunately, because of these things, it's now female nature, essentially in the West, to constantly, basically not lie, but always hold up a smokescreen. A lot of women do this, okay? Now, I'm not saying all women do this because I know mine doesn't, but most women do, well, not to me, for damn sure, but most women have this illusion around them, okay? And it's part of the game now. And that's just the unfortunate situation that we're living in. And this over empowered sense of male granted pseudo-feminism, I guess, manifests itself in the form of people like MARMAR Queen. And I took a whole bunch of notes after listening to, you know, another one of MARMAR Queen's videos. And I'm going to break it down big time. Big time. I got a lot to say about the toxic shit that's coming out of the mouth of one Ms. MARMAR Queen at this time. Now, I got 56 viewers live at this very moment. Guess we should just get down to business. All right. Let's analyze. Okay, here on Validation Boy Livestream. All you motherfuck faces know that this is where we analyze the behaviors in the Flat Earth YouTube scene. This is where it happens. I'm the guy that does this for everybody. I'm the guy that supplies this service. I do it for free. Thank you so much for viewing. I think that I think that it would be best if I stepped away, stretched my back for a second, came back in approximately 3 minutes, and commenced with a extended segment concerning one Ms. MARMAR Queen. Hope to see you guys in just a few minutes. We're back from a short break, guys. You know, you're in the deepest, darkest corner of Flat Earth YouTube. Can make it a little darker in here. Now you guys usually like to see it when it's dark. Dim. A little bit more cozy. Makes it easier to, you know, fall asleep too if that's what you're doing, if that's your thing. Or, you know, if your thing is having a nice low lighting, bliggity blaze down, chill out, do something cool in the background, maybe play a video game, maybe play Scrabble with your lady, with your man, whoever it may be out there, you know, and take part in that worldwide love connection, validation boy live stream. Just kidding. But you know, this is a deep, dark place, you know, and I like to talk about things that people get all fucking triggered and butt hurt about. Butt hurt. You know what I'm saying? People are sensitive. I like to say ugly truths because it's easy for me to say it. Nobody else wants to say things like this, okay? Two things. The big payoff of the movie, I keep fucking forgetting to tell you guys, I keep running off on these side tangents, is that the protagonist that all this shit happens to in the end, her name is May. Okay? Like the Matrix. And like Mary. And the mother. And the matriarch. And the Matrix. Okay? And it's funny. Because I listened to a couple different MARMAR Queen videos. I can't say the name without feeling the need to cringe. Maybe more of a retching. I don't know what the name causes me to feel. But I'm going to take my sweet fucking time with this, guys. I know. I'm going to take my sweet fucking time. I'm going to fill up the airwaves, the digital airwaves, on this Monday night from my flat earth community. I'd say my chat is, what, 60% Globers? 50-50? What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm not even going to read this chat. I mean, I literally haven't even looked at this chat. Marmar Queef is the first topic. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wow. I got the best. I got HSP gang. I got VB very bald. I got, oh man, HSP gang. Anonymous Farm TV. LA, Ohio, all of them. Dick Trippin' Balls, the champion, did show up. Oh, Dick for life. There you go. There you go. Dick wins. Dick always wins. Dick is the current champion of Validation Boy Livestream chat. Okay, Way BMX. Andrzace, who claims to come in first. Not true, but that doesn't mean you guys shouldn't immediately go and subscribe to the channel. Andrzace. Andrzace. Subscribe immediately. Please, guys. Last time I gave a shout out, I think he gained a couple more subs. So maybe I'll just do it every once in a while. I'll say, guys, check out Andre's channel. It's no joke. It's the real deal. That's awesome. Check it out. Subscribe. You will not regret it. I'm telling you, if you're into Flat Earth, you're not going to regret it. Cigarface TV. Jed Skeptic Media. Angel Raven 444. A Land Without Judgment. Flat Earth Bastard. Once again. Anyways, the girl's name is May. And oh, how fucking fitting. You guys see what I'm saying? Now you understand. It all makes sense. You guys see what I'm saying? And what do we have here? Okay, so for some reason, I was suggested a MARMAR Queen video one day. Maybe I was tagged in. I don't even know. And then there was someone named Lucy Lemonsss interviewing MARMAR Queen. And I was like, okay, let's see what this is all about. And I pressed play. And it's like a... Oh, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a meeting in the back room of a Mormon church between the elders or something like that. Everyone's super nice and like extra culty and super creepy and shit. Okay, these two, females talking to each other. I knew of MARMAR Queen before. I was fucking I guess because I had watched a video before that. I was talking some trash. I don't know. Maybe because I put it in my tags. I don't know. Thing is, okay, right out of the gate, I look for things to analyze because I think that MARMAR Queen is a bigot. And I think that MARMAR Queen is racist. On top of that, I think that MARMAR Queen is delusional. I want to talk about this right there. Okay. That's what I got to say. Okay. So let's get started. Okay. So right out of the gate, she talks about how her father called her MARMAR or something like that. Okay. And treated her like a queen. So what does she decide, okay, to use as her identity on YouTube? That part of her ego. That validated part of her ego. Okay. That's what she wants to identify as. That's what she wants to project out. Okay. So also look what it has made her become. Look at what that coddling has turned MARMAR Queen into. Apparently a pretty lonely and bitter person, regardless of male or female. Very bitter and angry and very desperate for fucking attention, quite obviously. I mean, like super, super desperate. Like life trolling, physical life trolling. Going to a place. Okay. Okay. You're proud. Okay. I'm having so much fun right now, guys, because this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. And I guess maybe I sought it out, but too bad it actually exists. It is there, and it's in the form of MARMAR Queen. And this demon, okay, it is the perfect subject matter for Validation Boy Livestream, a psychoanalysis of extreme narcissism. And that's just the case this time. I like to analyze all kinds of behaviors, but this one is just like toxic, venomous, poisonous, deadly, useless, dysfunctional energy and attitude that's being projected inward and attempted to be infiltrated into the Flat Earth YouTube scene. You don't even have to call it a community, just the scene. It's toxic. It's poisonous. It's counterproductive to civilization itself. A lot of women are getting caught up in this bullshit. But anyways, okay, so MARMAR Queen is proud of the fact that he called her Mary, the mother of Jesus. So proud to be the mother of God. Right? MARMAR Queen. She's so proud of it. Her dad called her that, right? But on the other side of the coin, she says that Jesus is basically garbage. Jesus is trash because he's male. He has a penis, a dick, okay? And that he's trash, basically, for that. I mean, roundabout way. She says, how could God be something so limited as just a man? You know? Okay. I know the Jesus thing doesn't even fly with her anyways because of the fact that she's allegedly Muslim. But we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail later. Okay. This is going to be long. And I hope anyone out there can get the word out. You know, so this show is primarily going to be about. It's going to be a lot of fucking fun for me. I don't really care what, you know, anybody out here thinks right now. I'm having a fucking shit ton of fun talking about this. Is fucking going to be very fun for me. I am attempting to literally change history right now for this flat earth YouTube scene. Once again, Validation Boy is always on the cutting edge, always thinking 2-3 steps ahead. I do it for you guys. I don't even really know. I'm just compelled to do it. It just happens. I don't even know what, you know, I get not really stage fright before I go on, but just basically like, do I want to even fucking go? What's my function? And then I come on here, things happen. This time I'm trying to change history. I'm trying to change the history of the flat earth YouTube scene by taking these actions on this night. Here in the darkest corner, Validation Boy live stream. The darkest, deepest corner with the most enigmatic fucking wizard of your innermost innards. Validation Boy. So, Head Upside Down Head has joined us. Do your thing, BB. Thanks, bro. Exposing Flat Earth Shills has joined us. David Sawyer has joined us. Pet my cat with those two, says VB is the puppet master. I'm not really a puppet master. Dick Trimble says Marmar is a that was even over the top for me, LOL. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say that, but damn. Many people, if you're out there in the chat and you see what Dick Trimble says here, it's like the 4th or 5th last comment, just throw a 5 up there if you agree with it. Because I'm neutral on it. I just want to see what people out there think of that. Rick Resonators joined us, the Real Flat Earth Network King. Look at how wrecked VB is. Wow, that's great. I'm not wrecked. I'm just fucking, I'm super focused. I'm super chill tonight. It's going to be a long one. I'm going to get epic on you guys. And I'm going to try to fight back against this toxic malignancy that's trying to creep in to this flat earth YouTube scene. I'm going to try to fucking stamp it out for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking a couple steps ahead, guys. I'm prophetic. I see what the fuck's going on out there. I'm not prophetic. I'm just kidding, but I can see what the fuck's going on out there. I know which direction people are eventually going to go. So I'm always ahead. You know, tonight over in Tim's show, it basically came down to the intangible argument. They were trying so hard not to say it, but Issa had to slip the word in at some point by accident. He had to use the word. And it really came down to that. You know, they were talking about ground-based measurements overall because the whole intangible sky argument has already defeated the sky. So now they're back to trying to use land shit, you know, but the land shit's retarded. I mean, it's ridiculous. When you take surveys, you go from point A to point B. Tell me the last time point A to point B on land was a curved line. Measurable, that is, by visual confirmation. Measurable. Like with a distant buoy, a distant ship, a distant object, anything. Always flat, straight lines. Always. Ballers want you to believe that those lines can eventually form big spheres. Tim Osmond joins us. I don't see anyone maliciously hating on any race, except sometimes Jews, if you consider them a race. Well, I don't know. I see some fucking serious racism coming out of Marmar Queen. But anyways, we'll get to that later in more detail. Okay, because we got a long way to go, guys. I'm gonna break this down. Marmar Queen wants this kind of she doesn't want this kind of attention. She wants attention. So we're gonna give her attention tonight. Okay. I'm going to do you guys a big service tonight. Anyways. Okay. On the other side of the coin, she calls Jesus basically trash. Now, she's either, okay, it's one of two things. She's either seeking or places the most importance on the validation that she gets from this strong male in her life, her father, the one who obviously has provided for her, and probably right now bought her house or something like that, or somebody bought that house for her. I don't think that she, but I could be wrong, but to me, that's the situation's looking like. It's looking like she's probably divorced. That's all alimony and everything's paid for, and she's never really lifted a finger, probably in her life, probably even, maybe. She's Persian from Iran and well-to-do and divorced. I honestly doubt that she probably ever lifted a finger of work in a day in her life. Prove me wrong. I don't care if I'm wrong, but that's just my immediate guess when I look at Marmar Queen and look at the situation. And whatever, cultures differ and stuff like that. But when different cards start getting played by perpetrators, different cards start getting played by particular groups and shit. Those groups need to get called out for their bullshit, especially when they attack other particular groups that are like 99%, of the community that she's trying to somehow impress with her feminist, toxic, fucking elitist, feminazi, fucking propaganda, disguised bigotry, hatred, and outright racism and sexism, and like extreme cultural Marxism gone awry. That's what Marmar Queen gives you guys. Okay, this is like a big ad for the devil known as Marmar Queen, the narcissistic fucking demon that lurks in your midst in the Flat Earth YouTube scene. But anyways, Twitwit says, sounds like the life. Yeah, you're probably living that life too, I bet. Just kidding. I bet it's true though. Tim says, I'm very proud to be such a badass dude. Good for you, Tim. Flat Earth bastard. Says IPS, infinite Ponzi scheme. Oh, IPS is doing his own thing. Anyways, so she's either very proud and places the most importance on the validation that she got from this strong male figure, or she thinks she makes a mockery of her father by saying queen. It's one or the other. It's one of the two. Okay? And thinks that he's a chump for having placed her on that pedestal, which got her the life that she lives now. Which is a life where apparently things are so fucking cush that she gets so bored, okay, that she decides to go life troll at events and shit, which I don't give a fuck, but I mean, you're not doing it for any justified cause. You're just doing it for attention. That's the deal. Everybody sees straight through that, Marmar Queen. It don't matter which camp you're in. If you're in the potato camp, if you're in the potato haters camp, if you're in the neutral camp, if you're in the fucking British camps, okay, even the Scottish fucking camp, if there even is one. Why are Scots the only fucking cool ones out of that whole fucking UK? Isn't that right, Jed? Why are Scots the best? Says VB, what the fuck are you gibberishing on about, you fool? God, the fuck. No, it's true. The damn Scots, they seem to prevail. They seem to be the big daddies, the real deal. The real deal people in the UK. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. Yeah, it's either one of the two. It's either one of the two. It's either she subconsciously places that much importance on that validation. Okay. Which proves, both of these prove that she's a lesser person than her father. If she's mocking him, and in her mind, it's an inside joke to herself, oh, my foolish father, he placed me on here like a queen. I know I'm no queen. and he's a fool. And he did it so much that I'm even going to honor him in this way. And it's kind of like a throwaway thing, okay, which makes her a complete and utter piece of shit, which makes her beneath her father. Or she places the validation on her father, the validation she got from her father at such a high level of importance. That's what she named herself, and projects out to the whole world for her ego, her sensitive ego, and her face to be seen to the world. All her insecurities and shit. Okay. To be seen out there in the world. Either way, she's less of a person. Okay. Okay. Now here's what I was going to talk about before. Now, the thing is, MARMAR Queen is obviously not an authentic Muslim. I seriously doubt she's praying 5 times a day to Mecca. And if she is, then the time she spends in between is not really spent in the best manner. If you want to be someone who is going to use Islam as a card to play when they're out life trolling and seeking attention and loving getting the fucking handcuffs put on them. In fact, probably attempting to get handcuffs put on them so they could really like get that fucking, that spotlight and shit, right? Thing is, MARMAR Queen has what? Well over 2,000 subs. What's she so fucking worried about? Is her channel monetized? I don't even know. Probably is. I think it is. Okay. So, she obviously is not a real Muslim. Because I looked up the Quran a little bit today. Okay. She is a worshiper of Gaia. And she says that Earth is Mother Earth. Okay. And is divine, is literally a god, a goddess, Mother Earth. Okay. So she's worshiping dirt, water, elements, rocks, bones, flesh, the material world. Okay. And saying that it's paganism. It's a kind of new age, kind of old age, whatever you want to say. Materialism. And then some could even argue because of that, it's actually therefore satanic, because Satan is defined as the enemy of the creator and those who have who humble themselves before the specific creator of our existence. Okay. Now, also in the Quran, Allah is capital H-I-M, him. Okay. And she preaches that Allah is definitely not a male, because men are extremely limited. And because, as I've heard her say in other times, the divine masculine can only be awakened once basically the divine feminine stirs it in that male. So basically men aren't even allowed to be as close to God as women are until some woman grants him that fucking ability. So her view is basically a priestesshood of golden vaginas, gold-plated vaginas. That's the message that MARMAR Queen wants to send out to the world. She wants to interject that poison straight into the flat earth YouTube scene. I mean, does she really think it's going to work? She has her 2,000 plus subs, but I don't ever hear anybody that I know ever talking about her. Ever talking about her, because she doesn't matter. I think maybe those subs are bought. Who knows? Her channel's probably monetized. Damn, I should have checked. I should have confirmed that before I went live. Okay. So, okay. She worships Gaia. Okay. Allah is a male. Okay. Specifically. So she, by saying all these other things, is not in concordance with Islam. So she can't call herself a Muslim at all and throw any more Muslim cards in her upcoming, attention-seeking things that she's going to do. Those are all off the table for her. Any kind of Islam card is off the table. They can immediately be disqualified from any of MARMAR Queen's arguments. She doesn't give a shit about Allah or Islam or Muhammad. She does not give two fucks about the Quran. Okay. She teaches New Age golden vagina worship, magical female power, magic worship, gynocracy. See, that's the problem with Marmar Queen, is that there is this hidden symbiosis that men can view as a gynocracy, but by tricking themselves and failing to realize that men are the ones that put the women in this position to be able to be taken care of by the society as a whole. Which, women go out in places, people open doors for them. You see a woman screaming for help, people help. You see a guy screaming for help, less people help that guy. Okay, it's a hidden gynocracy. And it all goes back to in her mind, the golden vagina and the power to give life. But men actually provide that life to that vessel that the woman holds. And men then provide and protect traditionally. And so basically, the women and the children are all just the man's responsibility. And so women and children kind of are almost the same thing traditionally in a society where men provide and protect, like in the much larger, on the whole, much more traditional societies. Women and children are almost basically the same thing, because a lot of women are not, educated that well. And like the women, they have that power, they hold that place in the home. It's just the way life is. Men accept it. It's the way society works. It's the way civilization continues. Basically takes men to defend it and to build the infrastructure for all of it. So any kind of patriarchy that exists is really just homage to the hidden gynocracy of this world. Okay. See, now Marmar Queen wants to take it from that 50-50 symbiosis that men can paint in these ugly ways that she doesn't like as a collectivist, that she doesn't like to hear. Same thing with Rebel. She doesn't like to hear these things as a collectivist female who takes everything personally, because currently females are programmed to be narcissists. Okay, but anyways. Marmar Queen, what was I trying to get at? Yeah, she wants to take it and take it from this 50-50 symbiosis and take it to like the 80-20 range and try to rub it in people's faces. Try to rub it all in your fucking face. Okay? And that's just why would women want to even do that when they already have it fucking made? Whole government programs throughout the UK, throughout the Americas, Canada, even in Mexico, whole government programs are dedicated to the well-being of the gold-plated vagina. Already, this world is one hidden gynocracy. Who runs the world? Who runs the world, right? And Queen Elizabeth, she's 177,000 years old. And she is still the queen, okay? Watch the movie The Circle. May, the mother matrix, topples the hierarchy and takes collectivism to a whole new fucking fascist level of control, and collectivism and strength in numbers and liberalism and feminization of fucking men and turning women into self-entitled, falsely macho beasts, demons that just repel men. Shit, Marmar Queen. Complain. But there's so much fucking more to be said, guys. So much more to be said. The attention has been sought. So many videos have been put out. No one really giving a real fuck all along until I came along. You know what, Marmar Queen? I'll give you that desperate attention you seek. You desperate woman. And I'll do it with a huge smile. And I'll correct the thoughts of so many misled people in this live chat and so many misled people that are going to watch this on the playback. I'm going to dispel the rumors. I'm going to try to set things straight for the sake of civilization, for the sake of man's sanity. Okay? So much more to go, guys. Loosen up, guys. Loosen up, guys. It's almost too exciting. Such a great subject to analyze. You know, pick apart. Easy. Easy dissection. Dissecting a fucking 10-year-old child psychologically, this MARMAR queen. It's just too much. I told myself originally, I'm not even going to talk about it. But then it's like, come on. I got to break this bullshit down. It's too much. And then I see this loyalist, this devotee that's interviewing her. Oh, people, we need to, you guys, I'm not going to do anything for it, but you guys need to fucking take a step. Try to save this girl from this scary ass woman before she ends up being lonely, miserable, bitter, self-entitled, delusional, hating work, hating, effort, wanting to sit on thrones undeservingly. Twitwood says, didn't even hear about her until her drama at Flat Earth International Conference. Exactly. MARMAR Queen's trying to get her fucking name out there. Jed Skeptic says, VB. What's up, Jed? I see you. What? You want to ask me a direct question? Type it in the fucking live chat box. The No Wrench live chat stream. Oh yeah, tomfoolery. Someone said, I said this in my video. To control the women, to control society, to control the men, first you have to get to the women. Okay? P. Mars touched on it on one of his videos recently. Anyways. Okay. There's so much more to go. Okay, all right. Let me see where I'm at. Okay. Now, she's not a real Muslim. She's a Gaia worshiper. Okay. Allah is a male. That's right. Oh, okay. Earth is not a fucking female, like I was saying before. Okay. If Earth is a female, well, Earth decays and is entropic. Okay. Decays. One day it will, they say, it'll rot away. You see decay around you all the time. But I guess, it builds, there's cycles. Maybe all the energy does stay here. We don't know. But see, and there's this other thing called Father Time. It's the other part of existence. Yeah, it's the other half of the material existence that we live in. The material existence that we live in. Okay? Father Time. And without Father Time, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, could neither have been built nor decay the way that she does. So think about that. So who's your daddy? MARMAR Queen. That's right. Father Time. Oh man, we got so much more to go. Okay, yep, the Patriarch does everything to make it easier for the Matrix. That's right. The secret, the secret balance that's always been there. That should not be discussed, but because certain individuals like MARMAR want to get out of control, become irrational, and make fools of not only themselves, but their entire sex. It's like a premonition. I feel like this deja vu. I've seen this somewhere before on Flat Earth. People make an embarrassment of their entire fucking sex. And create divisions. Okay? Keep that in mind, the fact that this does create division. MARMAR Queen is definitely about division. I mean, division, whatever. I'm all about individualisms. Okay? But division is being noted. It's being thrown around. Accusations thereof is being thrown around all the time lately, especially by the involved parties. So we're just going to break it down. I'm going to give you guys a psychoanalysis analysis. Okay. Now, I would assume that MARMAR would say that Mother Earth is always being raped by the patriarchy and the patriarchs. Okay. I think I've heard her say it somewhere before. Sure. Okay. But the thing is, with her air conditioning, her designer lamps, her nicely painted little house there, her drapes, that greasy shit that she puts in her hair for her vanity and her glamour. She has that broomstick in her hand too. And she's just a massively flaming hypocrite every time she talks about any kind of patriarchy. Because she's the one doing the raping right alongside of her mother, Earth, that she wants to put on this pedestal. Okay. Okay, but the thing is, she's just as guilty. But women are programmed to be narcissists. And a true narcissist doesn't even see. Once they've been exposed, they pretend like that they've not been exposed. Like Math Power Chode. He gets exposed like viciously. Same as Jake the Fake, just exposed brutally by people and shit. You know, others out there, and they just continue on like nothing happened. Nothing happened. When you're just like, oh, you've been fucking ousted and shit. Fucking, you know, whatever. I don't know. Ousted from what? They would argue, right? Ousted from what? Well, Math Power Chode. I don't know. Look at his MTV career. That's all I gotta say about Math Power Chode. But okay. And so she doesn't see that. She doesn't see that she's a hypocrite in this way. Okay. Now, men literally build the civilizations, the cultures, and throughout history, women have typically, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of like the way it just goes because of that balance, that gynocracy that men like to call it. Okay. But that, you know, like I said, okay. Women parasite from that. And that's why there is social, you know, welfare programs. That's why there's food stamps. That's why when the men, you know, when the women divorce the men, they get X number of dollars from him and or child support and or alimony. Okay. And they get their life paid for because that's the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. Okay. Now, there is one thing. Now, I was surprised when I was looking up, you know, for some reason, I guess something she must have said triggered me to look up the correlation between Islam and materialism. Okay, materialism, mater, the mother, May, Marmar, Mary, Mary Mother of Jesus, the material, mater, okay, material world. And I was shocked. I looked it up and it said that basically the Quran promotes greed and material acquisition. And I'm not saying that it's, you know, by nefarious means or whatever, but they put great praise in the truest faith in the Quran itself. Great praise is put in materialistic possession, which I was really surprised because I thought I'd be able to call Marmar Queen out on all her materialism. But turns out in her faith, if she isn't it, Muslim, which she's really not. Okay. It's like she wants to cherry pick parts of Islam, right? And then other parts of Gaia worship. Gold-plated vagina worship. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good times. Let's see who joined. Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes has joined. Said, how's it going in here? We're breaking down the material world. Oh, man. Females beware. Okay, tonight. What did I have to say? Okay, yeah, women parasite from it. Okay, one thing that she did get right is that, okay, now, the material world, right? Now, okay, here's the thing. It all makes sense. Her daddy called her queen. She thinks it's all about divine feminine, okay? But for her, divine feminine it's not about the 50-50 symbiosis and receiving all the special treatment that women get just for participating in society inherently. Okay. Not good enough. Okay. All right. Now, Instead of that, her version of divine feminine really is on top of a throne, a psychological throne, a narcissistic throne that exists in her mind, and that for any male to be considered functional in her mind, they have to be compatible with that narcissistic imaginary world that this woman quite blatantly projects into the world. And so basically, once again, anyone that she considers you know, anyone who considers her, or really any woman, but especially her, some kind of divine feminine, you know, they're essentially not the kind of man that matters at all. They're a feminized man. They're basically worthless to society. Okay, let me see what I got. I got off subject there. Divine feminism for her is definitely atop a throne. She wants to fucking be worshipped. Okay. Oh yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna worship any kind of divine feminine that talks about dick on dick action and talks about ejaculating Jesus up into the seed hole of this, that, and the other, and all these disgusting things that you want to use, ejaculate and male and penis and all these things as purgatives. And that's that escape from symbiosis and cringing, attacking men, obviously. And it stems from a hatred. And that hatred is really just that they're not giving you the kind of attention you want. So to punish them, you act as though you're some deep, dark queen, mystical queen that thinks such deep thoughts. And you're not fucking deep, MARMAR. You're rather shallow. It's actually rather comical to watch you, and your little shitty accent where sometimes your W's with the V, but then other times not. It's almost like you're staged. It's like you're a character. Your accent is just too cliche. I don't know. Anyways. All right. I'm not gonna fucking worship any kind of divine feminine that talks about that. Okay. As far as we know, okay, it seems like your husband might have left you. Don't know, but you definitely are bitter. And everything seems to be paid for. And a truly functioning man, here is what I wanted to say, would never accept you. Okay? A truly functioning man would never accept you the way you are. Might accept you if you underwent massive paradigm shifts and attitude adjustments and learned what it meant to be symbiotic and complementary to someone who's an equal 50-50 partner in life. But you obviously are too much of a parasite. You're the queen. You deserve everyone to fall before your feet. In fact, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. To you, a functioning man, okay, is your servant. Okay. And then you want them to provide for you, protect you. And like I was saying before. Okay. That's why you are one of those women that could just be classified basically as a child. And then the way that you've been lashing out, and you went to this conference just to do these things to get this attention and life troll like that, the way you did, it just totally confirms that all this works perfectly together. You see how it all comes together when we really analyze you and your behavior. And I'm doing this for the Flat Earth YouTube scene. I almost said community. All right. Now you act like you want symbiosis, and your actions say otherwise. I think I already discussed that, though. These are all just the bullet points that I wanted to say. Now, okay, once again, you're acting up and saying that in one of your videos that they should have played your video at the conference on a screen or something to counteract whatever that guy was saying. So there could be fairness. And see, the thing is that it's narcissistic, and you really did only want attention. And really, you're only complaining. Honestly, I think, looking at it from an outsider's perspective and listening to everything that you're saying, you're only complaining because they didn't include you in this opportunity, be it a money-making opportunity or it wasn't a money-making opportunity according to others, whatever the case may be. you're mad that you weren't included in it. That's the only reason you're complaining and attacking these people. Now, yep. And you're complaining, you're trashing them because they didn't let you in the clique. Now, with your female collectivist mindset, okay, you're mad because you feel like you just, you know, you were saying that when your little segment, when you're like trying to talk to Mark, you were saying that shit, I forget what you even said, but the bottom line is that you got left out on what you think is money. Oh, you were saying, oh, I have serious content, Mark, and you know that. And I talked about this earlier. No, you really don't, honestly. You really don't. I've really not seen anything that's that creative from MARMAR Queen, honestly. That you're just sitting there. MARMAR Queen, if you so desire, you can go and check my channel, see all the amazing videos. Check out one called The Ugliest Truth, especially. And you'll see that there are real content producers, and then there's people who say that they are content producers. There's people that have direction and a goal and achieve that goal, even if all they ever do is go live and never do any kind of constructed video. But when they have a real goal and they achieve it with success, you know, they're content producers too. But other people, not necessarily so much. Okay, I don't know which category exactly everyone would agree or not agree that you might fall into of those two, MARMAR Queen. But, you know, the idea is out there. The vote is up in the air, if you will. Now, okay. Oh, yes. I don't even know what to say about it, but you kept going on and on about how Robbie Davidson was looking all pale when he had you escorted from the building. When you got yourself escorted from the building for becoming like an endangerment and a disruption to something that was just going on. One person in a room full of how many people? Probably 50. I don't even know how many people were in the room at the time, but obviously you were probably outnumbered. Maybe your wise decision would be back away. But no, you're some kind of self-appointed fucking martyr for attention that you're going to be Daniel and throw yourself into the fucking lion's den. Give me a fucking break, MARMAR Queen. It's so desperate. So desperate. And isn't it, I heard rumors that she couldn't even get a ticket, but then like people got her a ticket and then she's still attacking the people that got her the tickets, basically, roundabout way. Like the conference made sure, the people involved in the conference, I heard that they helped her show up. And then she like life trolls them. I mean, whatever. They all deserve what everybody deserved what they got there that day. Because I'm against the whole fucking Flat Earth Conference in the first place. But see, MARMAR Queen is part of that. Her desperate attempt for validation and seeking of attention. And look what she's getting. She's getting all the attention, right? She's getting all the attention. She'll have her little 15 minutes of fame. But long after she's come and gone, Validation Boy Livestream will be here, deepest, darkest corner, taking smoke breaks when you least expect it. See you guys in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. All right, guys, straight back to business. We're back here live on Validation Boy fucking Livestream. And I was talking about how MARMAR Queen is blatantly racist. Talking about pale skin. Okay. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. So this woman is just completely insane. It's just going all the way and seeing what she can get away with. It's just for attention. It's a desperate plea for attention. Maybe her resources are running out. Maybe she's really, really looking for the next guy to come along that's going to save her. And to prevent him from dominating her in any way, she puts all this fucking front out about feminine empowerment and all this bullshit that she doesn't probably even believe herself, just so that she can have herself a mangina cuck boy that will pay for her life and leave her the fuck alone, basically. Because she's a resource hound. I mean, it's in her culture. She feels entitled. She's like the epitome of entitlement. Self-entitled fucking narcissistic fucking demon. Okay? If you ask me. And she's racist and calling people pale devils and stuff like that. And I believe that MARMAR Queen's message and agenda has literally no place in Flat Earth. Just want to put that on the record for everybody to fucking see, hear. And that, like, once again, that she doesn't have any actual content. I mean, if you really listen back and hear the formulations of sentences and stuff. I know I'm not perfect. I'm no fucking angel when it comes to speaking and communicating. But go back and listen to some of MARMAR Queen if you dare, and tell me that she has some kind of epic and valuable content. I just didn't see it. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Tell me if I'm wrong. All I see is a whole lot of her complaining from the house that she's living in, probably for free. Probably for free. Ray has joined us and says, LOL. Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal in here. I Am Face says, Patricia, did you really give this guy a script? LOL. It sounds like it, right? Doesn't it, guys? You fucking conspiracy theorists. No, I don't give a shit what Patricia and MARMAR Queen have going on between themselves. My analysis of MARMAR Queen started the minute I saw her say something about challenging the patriarchy at the conference. I guess it was on a video by Patricia where they're all eating breakfast together. And I said, that's the thing that I'm going to focus on right there. Something that nobody else was going to focus on. Nobody else dare focus on this and really make much mention of it until, you know, the whole religious thing got involved. And then the whole fact of the matter of her complaining that the top people are not inviting her and shit like that. So she's the one taking it there. And, but I started getting on her, behaviors, getting on noticing what was going on, before all this was going down. So it's taken itself to new levels, new heights. So it's only right that I analyze it, because it is a toxic agenda that's being injected into the ribs of Flat Earth. And it's a thing that's sent to divide. There needs to be some kind of recognition. We don't need a bunch of mangina cucks white knighting and taking over the Flat Earth YouTube scene and defending the gynocracy and the matriarchy. I'm not saying that Flat Earth needs to be one of those, you know, spaces for men, or like men's spaces, you know. And it doesn't need to be considered that, like, you know, as if women are intruding on another one of men's, you know, areas, which happens a lot nowadays, unfortunately. But, you know, it doesn't need to be some kind of strange gynocracy, which is what MARMAR Queen's pushing for. She's pushing for the elevation of the divine feminine aspect within the Flat Earth YouTube scene. And she has herself a little prodigy named Lucy Lemonsss. I'll put the links below to these two channels. See, I'm such a nice fucking guy that I'll even promote. Even these people that I'm analyzing, some would say dissing. You know, I don't want to diss too hard on the other one, because overall it just seems as though, you know, she's getting caught up with a shitty guru and basically needs to be saved, liberated from that mindset, and brought back to reality. And brought back to reality, and then maybe one day she won't be such a creepy weirdo that sits there and uploads shitty singing. Hate to say it, it's brutal, but it's true. She's got the pitch issues, you know, and it's all part of that narcissism again. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's all part of that mindset. And that YouTube content creator is being sucked into under the wing of this dangerous entity. And if any of y'all care enough, that's something that, if it means anything to you and you don't want to see someone fall victim to someone else, have at it. I personally don't give a shit, because I see leanings and I feel as though that person cannot probably probably cannot be saved. And, it doesn't really matter. Meaningless people. But the thing is that because of the fact that this other person I'm talking about is a female, I expect that their channel will automatically blow up to the thousands just because they are a female. And people want to act like this is not a gynocracy. Just saying. It's only a matter of time. Pretty much any female channel out there, like Carly Sunshine. What the fuck does Carly Sunshine do? She has how many fucking thousands of subs and shit? Sunny Peaches, remember her? Daphne Rimmel, explosion. So on down the list. Female comes out with a channel, everybody clamors and shit. Bottom line is that this other YouTube producer is running with the wrong crowd. All right, you complain over that. Oh yeah, okay. And by the way, Marmar Queen equates Catholicism with the same Christ and Creator that was being represented at the Flat Earth Conference. I haven't watched the video yet, but I have a feeling that Dean Odell is not a Catholic. There's a big difference between Catholics and Protestants. And I'm pretty sure that it was a Protestant genre, brand of Christianity that was being preached there. Because Catholicism is inherently not racist, because Catholicism is a worldwide business. Has nothing to do with Jesus Christ, God in the flesh. It has nothing to do with the Creator at all. It's not Christianity as you would like, as much as you would like it to be, right? As much as you would like it to be. And yeah, the Catholic Church does have pedophile priests. And yeah, the Catholic Church is all sun worship and patriarchy and all that stuff. But that patriarchy gave you your very culture. You know what I'm saying? Those same types of people, whatever religion they were throughout history, that same type of thought, that same patriarchal order, okay, was done to serve this matrix that you claim is something that, on one hand, that should be 50-50 with the divine masculine, but on the other side, claim that it's way more divine than anything a man could ever do, and that these religions, these faiths, these Western faiths are all, male-centric because but they're not. It all comes back down to materialism. Well, maybe not Christianity. Maybe that's the one different one. Maybe that's the one faith that is special. And I don't even think that, Marmar Queen, you should be, offended when I say that, because you're not even a real Muslim. So, like I said before, a Muslim card can't be played by Marmar Queen under any circumstances in any argument from this point forward. Everyone in the public should know that. Okay, let's see what else I had written down. Okay. Oh, yeah. Marmar Queen says that Satan is the, is the force of separation. But once again, Marmar Queen and feminists alike, all of you, no matter what, even when you claim you're anti-feminist, you're still feminists. Anti-feminism is the new feminism. Okay? It's all transparent. The female mind has been dissected thoroughly by many experts now. And the truth has been revealed. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be ashamed of, women, but it's been broken down, and it's been fully understood now. And the indecisiveness, the duality that is inherently present in all female minds is a symptom of what some would rudely call the curse of being a woman, and what others would like to take that very same thing and say, oh no, that's what we call the divine feminine. I don't know. Let's see. Let's move on. So yeah, Satan is the force of separation. Well, then go ahead and tell me all about your gynocentric riot starting and display that you put on at the Flat Earth Conference. That the people that put on the show actually got you a way to get in, like helped you get in. Because as far as I know, you weren't able to get in, and then they helped you get in, and then you did that. It's almost like maybe it's all collusion, and that was just her role at the thing. Even deeper, darker. I'm always one step ahead of you, at least one step ahead of all you. See? Now, okay, so tell me all about your divine feminine and the 80-20 rule that you have in your belief system. While you talk about the force of separation being Satan, because Satan, once again, is the enemy and is the enemy of the creator. And I never said that the creator has to be male. I just know that there's a divine creator that's outside of time, outside of our realm, not affected by what we are affected by, existing on higher levels. And that, let's see here. Let's see what else I had to say. Women are, oh yeah. Here's the thing. The ugly truth is this. Women, be it due to culture, be it due to nature and nurture, it doesn't even matter. It's an inherent thing. It's part of the continuation of the human species. Okay. They're biologically basically predisposed to lean towards narcissistic behavior, because by projecting confidence and vanity, and conforming and doing that, it attracts the seed to their gold-plated vagina, which continues the species. It continues their position in the society. Okay, it's all a very simple transaction. It's a true symbiosis. It's a hidden gynocracy that men allow. So, I mean, for people to come along and try to get out of control, thing is that this attitude, this beast that lives within the feminine. Okay, this men have monsters in their masculinity, but the beast of the feminine, is powerful, and it honestly begs to be managed. That's why when women test their men, they take it too far, and the man has to, step it back a little, send out a little warning, whatever it may be, whatever form that may take, whatever. Okay. The women then respect that man because he didn't fail that test. Okay. Women cry out for that. Now, when a woman keeps doing that and keeps doing it, and the man keeps passing all the time, and then the woman loses her value for other circumstances, whatever they may be, but then continues that behavior, the man will probably leave that woman, which might be what happened to MARMAR Queen. Might be. This is all open speculation. I don't take the time to research whether she's divorced or what happened to her, but she does say she has a mostly grown child, I believe. So, okay, what else we got here? It's, okay. It's one of those things. It cries out to be managed. And for people like MARMAR Queen to deny that, it's utter foolishness, because any woman out there listening right now probably is agreeing with that fact. Agreeing that, oh, sometimes I'll get out of control, and if my man didn't put me in check, then I might not even respect him. It's probably a common thought. Okay, it's a very big part. Behaviors and shit like that. And people manipulating it and taking advantage of each other and weird shit, It's usually women that do it to men. And that's the ugly part. Sometimes you find women out there, the rare woman out there, that's not the deal with. And you stay with her for years and years and years. So, and forever. So, for the most part, those are unicorns. They're very hard to find. And good luck to all the rest of you. Fucking fools. Anyways, okay. That's another whole other tangent I could go off on. Thing is, the best part, the kicker, okay, in all this, the kicker in all this, and I'm done now talking about this. Okay, it's a nice little segment we had there, a couple segments actually. Is that MARMAR Queen is now saying that they owe her money. Not only the money for the ticket, but money for the damages experienced after she decided to interrupt something that was an ongoing presentation that people were paying attention to. Decided to yell and disrupt and physically disrupt the presentation. and then get kicked out for it, and says that she's the one that was trolled. She's the one that was attacked. So victimizing people, then playing the victim. Disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Disgusting. And then, basically also in one of her videos, she basically sums up and says, this whole thing was a big satanic Christian organized thing. So now she just inherently says that Christians are just Satanists because Jesus has a penis and Satan is an enemy. So in her mind, God is Mother Nature and Mother Earth and the divine feminine, the material world, the mater, the mother. And the penis, Jesus Christ, God, the creator, is the enemy, is Satan. So that just tells you how twisted her view is. It's not even Islam that she has faith in. She's just that twisted. Okay, that's her God. And so who's the Satan here? Who's really the Satan here? I mean, that's viewer's choice. Viewer's choice. You make the call on that one. But who's the real Satan here? And which way is society heading? To that leftist, collectivist, blue-pilled, blue side, feminized, feminist, false empowerment, collectivism, hierarchy where there's a hidden gynocracy that parasites from a patriarchal structure that actually provides and works. And then have the audacity to come out and bitch and complain and disrupt that natural order. What a fool that she had such a good thing going. I'm just saying, if she were to represent all women, this was a worldwide thing at this moment. It's almost like, oh, she would have had a good thing going, but she had to go and fuck it all up. What a fucktard. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, what a fucking retard. And how old is this person? And expecting people to take them seriously and shit. It's just like comedy, man. And then she has their underling now. Oh, cringe factor. All right, let's move on. Okay. Oh, yeah. So basically, essentially, fuck you. To sum it all up, fuck you. And I don't know if there's much more that could even be said moving forward, because I just summed up everything that could happen in the future. Any kind of reaction that might happen to this. It's all been previewed in everything that I've said already. And if you follow the chain of logic that I presented in this case of psychoanalysis of another YouTube content creator, you will see that everything I said is absolutely 100% fucking true. And most of it's only just her own words. So, not really worried about that too much anymore. It took a lot of energy for me to focus this much on this crap. It's something that is near and dear to my heart because over entitlement. It doesn't matter who is doing it. When it creeps in, it's creeping in. It just so happens that it's against these females, and unfortunately, their twisted sense of feminine nature, their twisted sense of false feminized being, okay, is creating this fucked up situation for them, where they have to get criticized by the higher intellects within the flat Earth YouTube scene. I'm going to take one more break. I'll be right back in like 5 minutes. I don't care how many people are watching. This has been a good time for me. It's going to be one of my favorite shows to listen back to ever. I'm so happy about this content, this subject matter that we get to discuss tonight. It's been a great honor having all you listeners in here. I'll be back very, very shortly. All right, guys, I'm back to round out the tail end of the show. Just got to bring up some shit. I was on Nathan Oakley debate number 29, Flat Earth debate number 29, I believe it was. If I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. I'll find out which one it was, and I'll link it below. Yeah, maybe I won't. I don't know. Try to find it. And I dominated with the intangible sky argument, and I really started to get through to people. I actually started listening to what the fuck I was trying to say. And then proceeded to go on to another channel. In fact, I'll link the show below. And the female host there got into it with me about, all this stuff about women, female nature and stuff. at some point, which got ugly, and I've, like, you know, got out of there. But before that, I presented the argument that, you know, once again, objects in the sky, since we cannot physically touch them, are intangible. You know, we have 5 senses. Empiricism requires 2 senses. The bottom line is that only one of our 5 senses can observe the sun. Okay, you don't taste the sun, you don't smell the sun, you don't hear the sun, you don't feel the sun, but you do see the sun. So you have that one sense of being able to see the sun. However, you do not feel the sun. And the host of that show kept arguing that, oh, yes, I do feel the sun. The sun has vitamin D. The sun wakes my skin up. The sun gives me sunburn. The sun grows plants. The sun does all these great magical things, and I can feel the sun's rays. And I said, yeah, the exhaust that's coming out of the car's tailpipe is not the car itself. Okay? The heat that's coming off the flame is not the flame itself. Okay? The rays that come off the sun, allegedly, there's no way that that can ever be confirmed, that that light and stuff is coming from that object. Exactly. If that object is where they say it is, it just all doesn't make sense. But that's a whole other side argument. Okay. Doesn't matter. You don't feel the actual sun itself. You feel heat that's coming from some source. Maybe even that source. I'm not saying that the sun does not exist. And after I left the show, some other fucking creeper with some creepy fucking pedophile voice, I don't even know what his name is, comes in there and says, yeah, he's saying the sun doesn't exist. No, I never said the sun doesn't exist. I say that the sun exists, or could exist, in an area that's, well, no, here's the thing. If it does exist, it's in an area that's outside of our tangible, reachable parameters of possibility. Therefore, the sun itself is intangible. Yeah, the rays from the sun may be tangible things that affect us and give us sunburns and have all that stuff, do all that magical stuff that sun rays do. But the sun rays are not the sun. We will never touch the sun. We will never feel the sun. We will never go to the sun. We will never send anything to the sun. Okay? And the sun is outside of our realm of tangibility. Only the rays allegedly emanating from that sun are what is within our tangible range, our tangible realm of being able to be reached or touched or affected by. Okay? And this is an old part of the argument that I went through a long time ago. But this particular hostess, you know, really felt like she was correct. And I had to remind her again and again that she was delusional if she was going to sit there and claim that the rays that give her a sunburn are physically the actual sun itself, while at the same time arguing that when you, quote, fart, you're farting human, unquote. Denying that, but then saying that the sun's rays are the sun itself. It's a huge, huge assumption and unscientific leap of complete and utter pure faith. And her and all those Glober panelists in there wanted to deny that that huge leap of faith didn't exist in their little picture that they were trying to paint for me. I followed it right up until then. I was following it right along, trucking right along with them. Then they had this huge leap of faith and say that the sun's rays that you feel and that affect things and grow plants and has vitamin D and gives you sunburns, okay, is the sun itself. Just utter fucking foolishness. Just true fucking childish fucking stupidity and fucking ignorance and shit. And the whole thing, the whole reason that it all matters is that the only evidence that can be used to support any kind of a globe model is trusting in alleged celestial objects. And I say alleged because they might not be objects at all. Okay? And that you have to have faith in the creator instead of having faith in your stupid science. It just really doesn't make sense. And you're really putting shame to the fact that you should know by now. You're putting shame to yourself because you should know by now that you were created. I mean, look, how else do you have something from nothing? How else do you have existence and time and memories and friends and family and life? How else do you have all that? Magic? Science by itself? Complete and utter foolishness. It doesn't matter, okay, whether people think that God is you know what I'm saying? But the Bible says that God is a male. And Jesus Christ was a man in the flesh. I mean, a lot of things are up in the air for a lot of people. The intangible argument stands. And the fact of the matter is, over in Timmy's show and then in other shows now, they've been focusing because of my intangible sky argument that completely does dominate the Globers. It forces them back onto the ground. Now, all the ground stuff's long been debunked. So they literally have nothing now. I personally ended the debate on Flat Earth, if you really think about it in some weird way, if you really want to think about it. Validation Boy is the guy. Came along and made people realize the fact that the only evidence that's left to support a globe is imaginary and intangible, alleged objects in the sky. And that's why they're focusing on the ground. Now they're talking about geodetic surveying and all this crap over on Timmy's show earlier. And it doesn't even matter. It's all been disqualified because the only way to measure land is flat. And it's from point A to point B. Or maybe even to point C. Okay? And you're not getting any kind of dip. You're getting straight fucking lines because it's always a fucking plane. It's always fucking flat. And mainstream science agrees. Says it on TV every single fucking day on Discovery Channel and History Channel. Local to you, you will never experience anything other than a flat earth or what appears to be a flat earth. You know? Like, give me a fucking break. These people out here, they want to worship the Gaia. They want to worship the Mother Earth. The female pregnant ball of life. It's the pregnant tummy. It's not a testicle. The ball of the globe's not a testicle. Like MARMAR would have you believe it's a bigger. No, it's a pregnant, matriarchal, pregnant belly of life in the globe model. And it's Gaia worship. It's female golden-plated vagina worship. In fact, the holes, right? The North Poles, South Poles, they're holes that you can't get to. They're sacred and protected, gold-plated even. That's the globe. That's Mother Earth. That's your matriarchy. That's your hidden gynocracy that you want to disrupt when you had a good thing going until you made a fool of yourself and exposed yourself to all potential life partners of your future. It's embarrassing that you did that to yourself. Quite brutal and embarrassing. I hate to be the guy that has to call it out, but I mean, damn, you kind of just like ensured your loneliness. You know, it's been a great fucking show. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I had a lot of fun with you guys listening. You know, we're down to like in the 20s right now. Everybody's, you know, off having fun in other places. It's okay. Validation Boy was a purely philosophical evening tonight on the essence of female nature and how certain women in the flat earth scene on YouTube seek to infiltrate what was a perfect symbiotic harmony before and disrupt it with proactive, false, faux activism and attention seeking, and what some people would even argue, call hitting a wall or even a second wall in your particular case. So P. Mars knows what I'm talking about. And with that, I mean, I think it's safe to say that this show's over. I mean, Dick Trippinballs made an appearance. He is the fucking champion. We didn't get an appearance from Schlominger, I don't believe. But Dr. Medicinal was here. I Am Face was here. Flat Earth Another Hot Potatoes. Patricia Steer was here. Muscle Cock Lover was here. Jet Skeptic Media. Angel Raven 444. Frank Ani. I mean, let's go down the list. Let's see who showed up. Let's see who showed up. Ray. Wavy Max. Very Bald VB. Andrzace, subscribe. Shruminati, big shout out to Shruminati, who was here all along. Flat Earth Bastard. Rick Resonator. Man. Flat Earth Bastard says, why are FE people drinking piss? Who started this bullshit, nasty FE hipster trend? I don't know who started it, but I mean, yeah, to each their own, man. I definitely am not a proponent of piss drinking. I am not. Let that go on the record. Christopher has joined us. Angel Raven, HSP Gang. Tim Osman, the infamous Tim Osman. I mean, Pet My Cat with Doze. Emma Leishman, Twitwit. Ned Beulah. Wow. Rock Lover himself. World champion Dick Trippinballs. I always go back and I look through as much as I can after the show ends, and I read what Dick Trippinball says, and it just brings a huge smile to my face, man. So awesome. Chick Trippinball says, Carly Sunshine does nothing for Flat Earth. What could she have talked about at the conference? True. All she does is like observe and report, right? Well, I guess it could be argued that I do that too. But I put a nice little twist on it, and I give you guys content. I give you something proactive to use in your life. Give you that advice that you seek, that validation that you seek from Validation Boy. Are people inching closer to the truth? What does it all mean? Is it a mystery? Tim Osman built a shrine to Validation Boy today in his own show. I took a screenshot. It was epic. Tim Osman says, I looked into Carly Sunshine's soul one time tripping. She scares me. So brutal. Sweetheart has joined us. She says, I'm a female and I only have 102 subs. I like it that way. Well, awesome. Awesome. Dr. Medicinal, Medical Cannabis says, Carly Sunshine is a troll too. Dick Trippinball says, Jaren's a bitch. Dick Trippinball says, Ace is a bitch. Wow. Says so much. Contributes so greatly to this chat. And that's the reason why Dick Trippinballs gets that VIP mention. That big fucking shout out for being the world champion of Validation Boy live stream. Live chat. The original, okay? The original No Wrench Flat Earth live chat. The place where it all went down. The place where it always really, really goes down. So many great participants. I mean, I got to hang up the show. I got to end it. I summarized how the sun is not the same thing as the rays that come off of the sun, and for people to sit there and be a bunch of fucktards and pretend that they can't understand that simple fucking concept because they don't want to hear it, because it does conclude the fact that they literally only have one sense that can observe the sun, and therefore it is not a true empirical experience of that, what they would like to call object, but what I would call an alleged object, only because I am intellectually honest, and they're jealous that I can be that far ahead of them in thought and that logical on them and validate the truth of the fact that the sun is an intangible, alleged fucking object, which cannot be used to support the shape of the fucking ground. They don't want to hear it. I am the guy that ended it all for them. I took the sky I took the entire sky from them in this argument, and I fucking ripped it from them. I just ripped it right from them. They have nothing, all because of me. And Dell too. And Dell too. The only fucking guys out here talking about this. And everyone else is just too fucking thick. Even the top flat earthers, even the small flat earthers, even my peeps, even you guys don't get it sometimes. A lot of you still aren't getting it. I ripped it from them savagely, and I fucking threw it in the fire, burned it. That whole part of their argument, and they're left with nothing but the ground, which, guess what, is always fucking flat. So what are you left with? Oh, and guess what? You're also alive and have a soul and consciousness and can make decisions, free will, and could do good or evil. Okay? Sorry, creator. So yeah, as you like to call it, magic in the sky. Yeah. You dumb fucking fuckwits. Yeah. You're such egotistical, pride-filled shitbags. Fucking dirty, filthy rags before your creator, who you should be fucking humbling yourselves before. And you soundly. And you fucking, not even soundly, fucking Curved Water and Brenda Von Assen. You should be fucking bowing before your creator and begging for your disgusting filth and disrespect that you show. You hate God. You hate your creator. You are the face of Satan. With your twisted fucking perversions and your worship of the pregnant mater, the Mother Earth, the Gaia, and your fucking paganistic shit. Let the hidden gynocracy stay hidden. Let it be what it was. Don't any of you out there dare support this kind of fucking racist, well, on a side note, racist, but this kind of feminist, bigoted, hate, and supremacist, elitist, fucking, basically demonic presence to creep into your fucking mind. And don't you dare, any of you out there, behave in ways that will support and encourage this kind of thought. This is what they think they want. They don't want it. They don't want that. Trust me. Put it in check and you see how things actually work. It's all they're crying out for, all that attention they cry for. That's what it's about. Show how the patriarchy, the Patrix, is the one that made the decision to create the Matrix. With that, this has been Validation Boy Livestream, November 27th, 2017.